All right. So yeah, do you mind if I interrupt your warm-up to? We're live right now, so look at that. We're making a little demo video. This is manipulate the camera to make sure that you can actually see me. All right. Boop boop boop. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. All right, so. That was the boss right. All right, so hey guys, Tammy and I here, we're gonna demonstrate really quickly the movements for the partner workout today, which is 35-minute EMOM. Kind of seems intense, it is, but it is a partner workout. So you're gonna be doing movements together. So we're just gonna go over the kind of standards for each movement and what it'll look like for you guys. So we're gonna pretend like we're in the living room right now. We got a nice rug on, maybe we got a nice tab on the ground.
I didn't get that.
Shut up, Siri wasn't talking to you. Oh no, that's Siri?
Siri wants to work out.
I always mix it up if it's Siri or Alexa. Okay, so hopefully we can see this. Let's just double check. Yep, it's perfectly centered. All right, cool. So we're gonna go over the first movement, which is gonna be a synchro. Everything except the last movement today is gonna be a synchronized movement. The first one's gonna be synchro plank ups. So you're both gonna start on a low plank position. You're both gonna end in a high plank position. We're gonna do hand tap, hand tap. If you've done the Festivus version, this is kind of that vibe on a med ball. So we're gonna go starting here. You might have somebody who's your communicator to be up, say up, tap, tap, that'd be one. Say down, say up, tap, tap, and that would be two, okay? So you both have to be in low position together. You both have to be in high position, obviously. If somebody's slower, you just have to wait for them, that kind of vibe, okay? The second movement is going to be synchronized. What was the second one? Synchronized. Sit-ups with a weight handoff. Okay, so this one's a little vague, but that's because we're doing this at home. So you can kind of use a weighted backpack, a big bag of, gluten-free flour. You could use a dumbbell, a kettlebell, some sort of weight. Basically, you're gonna do a butterfly sit-up in front of the person. You're both gonna do the sit-up together, so you're both gonna descend. One person's gonna have the weight, and then they're gonna come up and hand it off. And then you're both gonna do a sit-up again, and then you're gonna hand it off. So really what it is it's synchronized sit-ups with just a little bit of a dynamic to add, which is handing off a weight. But you're both gonna be doing sit-ups. So that would have just been two, okay? So as a team, we both completed two. So again, just like the plank up, you just both have to be laying down. So let's do that again, kind of off time. You just both have to be laying down at least at one moment together, and then both upright together to make it a synchro repetition. Synchro air squats. This one's pretty self-explanatory. It would just be like either facing each other or like in your peripherals of just being able to stand to extension at the same time, and then sitting down at the same time. 1 and 2. You can go as fast as you want. Just depends on how fast both of you can be at the extension and then sitting down. So if we got off timing a little bit, she would have to wait for me to come down and then just stand. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Tammy. Okay, and then the last one, this one I actually want to do because I have not done this before. So the swimmer burpee.
Swim or burpee?
I'm gonna swim at first. Actually, no, I'm gonna have you swim because I think this will be added to your warm-up. So we've done the plank ups, we've done the sit-ups with the weight transition or transfer, we've done the air squats. Now we're gonna do the swimmer burpees. So that's actually perfect like that. I think it's great like that. We'll do both of those. Okay, so the first, you can just relax for now. So the first 3 movements were both synchronized, or we're all synchronized. The fourth movement before the minute of rest is not gonna be synchronized. So this is where some big strategy will come into play. Who's gonna be on the ground, if you're gonna switch it all, okay? So even though this is an EMOM, you're doing 50 seconds of work with 10 seconds of rest and transition to write down your numbers and basically transition. So it's not really a lot of rest, it's mostly transition. So this one won't be any different. It'll just be 50 seconds of doing this. One person will be on the ground with arms and legs, so kind of like our Superman drill. Let's actually just do a Superman pull, so we're just kind of lifting. Okay, and then we're just adding the dynamic of slight movements. Doesn't have to be big, go ahead and rest. Just a little bit of movement. Basically just show me that you're kind of like moving a little bit and you've got your shoulders and your legs as far as they'll go off the floor. Obviously mobility will be a factor in that. But basically show me that your shoulders and your hips are working, okay? One person's doing that, go ahead and do it again. The other person is doing burpees. Now, I can either step or jump over, just depends on what you want to do. She has to continue to do that swimming motion. If she says rest, okay, like she's got to rest, I can't burpee any longer. Okay, now we can either decide to switch at this point, or if she just wants to rest and feels confident that she can get back to it within like a couple of seconds, and I'm really good and fast at burpees, as a strategy, as a team, since we're just trying to get as many as we can, she might decide to stay on the ground, and I might decide to start burping again, or vice versa. If she's like, hey, my shoulders are completely smoked, I can't do this anymore, go ahead and rest. Then we might switch. Okay, we only got 50 seconds to do it each round anyway, but we do have 7 rounds. So, and then the last thing I'll say is that the last 7th round, instead of the 5th minute being rest, nice job, thank you, by the way. Instead of the 5th minute being rest, it will be an extra whole minute to accomplish as many of those burpees as possible. So again, it's just maximum amount of burpees for the team entirety. So like, let's say I got 5 and then we switched and she got 5, that would be 10 for the team, okay? I think that's it, right? We went over all the standards? Cool. So yeah, that's the standards for today's workout. Hope you guys enjoy and see you soon. Okay, cool.
That wasn't as hard